Ambassador Ishola, her death, talking about Queen Elizabeth II's death, have also sprung not just, global commendations about her personality, but there's also been a chunk of people within Nigeria, within Africa, and even beyond, who've also reflected on, the role the Queen played, talking about the fact that she represented an era in Great Britain that dealt with slavery, with colonialism. Only a few days ago, Nigerian professor Anya Uju was also speaking about the role she should have played or didn't play in the Biafran war here in Nigeria. What's your reaction to all these, comments?
Well, thank you very much. If you know very well, to the memory of the Queen is receptive to criticism. But what you cannot take from her is the fact that she has done more. In the first place, for anybody to attribute slave trade to the Queen era is very unfair, wrong, because slavery ended right in the 19th century, not the 20th century when she attended the throne. That's number one. Number two, opinions. Very, 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 very clear. As far as we are concerned in Nigeria, the Queen was instrumental to our independence. And, that I speak for Nigeria in this context. The Queen really helped many of the talks that took place in Lancaster House. That is the official headquarters of the foreign ministry in Britain. Those talks, some of them were deadlocked even among leaders of Nigeria. The Queen was able to facilitate one agreement and consensus between our leaders then, facilitating our independence. And the Queen was also instrumental to us being a republic. So for that, we should rather appreciate her in that context. But we are talking of Britain as a country, what's colonial things that have been done. Well, that's a different topic, but we should not take it in the context of all the ascension is must be separated from the not aware of the situation that she has been done. I've told you numerous things that the Queen has done for us here, and even a lot of Nigerians here, whether from the east, from the north, from the south, have found a place as home in the United Kingdom here. In the Buckingham Palace today, the director of community projects is from Delta State, Onagami. Like I said, Dr. Abdullah Shehu, the lieutenant governor, gentleman medical doctor from Kano State. And I've mentioned the ministers. And if you look at even the present crop of ministers, the present Chancellor of Exchequer is Ghanaian from Africa. The Secretary of International Trade is in Nigeria. The present Foreign Secretary has Sierra Leonean background. All these are African leaders. And these were really made possible by the multicultural approach of the Queen. And right here in the UK as of today, more than any other person, Queen has promoted interfaith religious cooperation. During Latino Jubilee, I was in the church. Right at Westminster Abbey, you have sheikhs, you have rabbis, you have all form of multi-religious leaders admitted into the church, showing the need to have religious cooperation and reduce conflict. So for somebody who has done this, all this, so as we are concerned in Nigeria, we strongly believe, like the president, captured in his condolence message, that the story of Nigeria will not be complete without dedicating one chapter, of course, positive chapter to the Queen. But we live in a free world, and individuals that hold opinions, opinion is free. People are heard. That is one of the things that the free world is all about. People can hold opinion, but the opinion of our country will be the aggregate of majority opinion. Of course, those who hold the minority opinions or dissent opinions are also entitled to their freedom of expression.
Ambassador, I'm still following up on that issue. For me personally, it is very difficult to look at the Queen and not look at the institution of slavery, because the monarchy, even more than the British government, was also central to, getting established the African Trading Company, and they came here to raid and take our people away and killed. And remember the story of the Middle Passage to the what we call United States today and the Caribbean and all of that. Abiola himself, MK Abiola, talked about reparations. I think that the monarchy has not done enough to engage that part of history about its iniquities against the black man. What do you say?
Well, thank you very much. Like I said, we are talking of two different issues, and we must be very clear. We are talking of the reign of Queen Elizabeth II and all activities within that reign. So if we're talking of on the issue of reparation, yes, there are issues as far as slavery and other ills that are associated with slavery concerned, but it didn't take place during her reign. So if we have that, if you have issues with that, must be taken in the context of engaging King Charles III on those issues. So what I believe is that things that didn't happen under her reign, we must not put it on her, and that's our position. The Queen has done more for us during her reign as Nigerians than those things that we talk about. Of course,
all right.
We have voices right now in the British government. I've told you, as Africans, Chancellor of Exchequer, Foreign Secretary, Secretary of International Trade.
Right.
So that in itself are things that are actions that have been taken to bring humanity together. Whoever would have thought of this 50, 100 years ago when we were not even allowed to vote?
All
the
right.
world is evolving.
Ambassador
we must appreciate
Ishola.
this. The world is evolving. And those things that are inequities, we continue engagement on that line while acknowledging positive developments. That's the position.
All right, Ambassador Ishola, we thank you very much for your contributions on TVC Breakfast this morning. Of course, Ambassador Sharafa Ishola is the Nigerian High Commissioner to the United Kingdom. We thank you once again.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me. And thank you, viewers.
Thank you.
Thanks again.